Welcome to Popcorn Planet. We are live here on Change Our Minds, and we're talking Tom Cruise. Guys, I don't know if you heard, but Tom Cruise is in talks to potentially replace Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Not replace, but be an alternate version of Iron Man in the multiverse of madness. Jody and I have been talking about it. We're on to this. But Jody, you were giving Tom Cruise high marks. You even alluded to this, but I wanted to go back to this topic because, again, this sort of gets me more excited because it shows that Tom Cruise still has the energy and the means to pull anything off. But
Tiger
you know,
blood.
exactly what you said, what children is he eating, whatever. But apparently, you know, there was talk of that space movie, right? Well,
Yeah.
apparently he's cleared for liftoff. It's happening. He's going to be shooting in a space station this year. NASA is excited to work with Tom Cruise on a film aboard the space station. We need popular media to inspire a new generation of engineers and scientists. Is what NASA's like. Yes, please do this. But apparently, Tom and Doug Liman are hitching a ride on the SpaceX Crew Dragon rocket and capsule to the International Space Station on October 2021 to start filming in orbit, according to the 2020-2023 ISS manifest. They plan this stuff well in advance. But, dude, this is nuts. He and Doug Liman apparently are going to be jetting off on the SpaceX Crew, which, dude, that costs a mint to get on that list, to be one of those guys who gets to go and just fly into space. But this is actually happening. He's now going to fly into space, into the space station on October 21 and begin shooting a movie in space. I mean, this sounds cool, but part of me keeps wondering, like, will this actually be cool? Like, will they have the capabilities and the wherewithal to actually shoot things in space? Or would it have been better to shoot it like Gravity and make it look like it's actually in space? Because it's like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of, things are going to have to figure out, like, oh, crap, this doesn't work in zero gravity. Oh, no, man, we didn't bring this gear. Oh, did anyone bring... Like, it seems like this could be a really hard thing to make. What do you think about this?
It's going to be just him and his director, bro, and his epic camera. He's going to have, like, one suitcase of epic stuff, and it's going to be very personal. It's going to be dope, bro. This is going to be fire just because when we watch this movie, we're going to know that this is the first time ever it's really in space, and that's gonna make it epic. That's gonna make it epic more than any film probably ever made, bro. Like, they're going to space, and they're gonna and then we can look at the contrast between what do like Ridley Scott space movies that are fake look like against this real Tom Cruise space movie. We're gonna compare every other space movie we ever seen.
It's a good point.
To the real deal, bro. Like, wow.
Seeing the actual, like, seeing the space station that I guess they're going up. Is that the space station right there? That's nuts.
Yeah.
But to know that they're like docking and getting in there, and then everything they filmed is them in there, that's wild. I mean, yeah, you're right. If they're just filming all this existing stuff, does the 200 million, and then apparently Elon Musk is also just agreeing to fly them up. But yeah, I mean, I guess it would take a lot of money to make sure the equipment will work in space, your cameras, your digital, etc. But yeah, I mean, yes, you make a good point. All right, we'll be able to see the space station in its full effect. But, like, will he be able to do stunts up there? Like, what big stunts? I mean, the stunt is that he's on a space station in space.
You don't really do stunts in space because you're floating everywhere. I mean, they might do they'll use CGI. I think they're going to capture raw footage and then in post-production add the explosions, add the sound effects, wherever it possible to make it epic. But the raw footage itself, you will know is real. Like, I'm just blown away by that, bro. We are cinema lovers. So imagine seeing and taking this in visually, knowing that is really Tom Cruise in that suit, not a body double, and not even that. It's really Tom Cruise in the black space. He's in space, and the director gonna be floating right next to him, filming him and shit.
And I like Doug Liman. I love Edge of Tomorrow, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Tight, bro.
Born Identity, the original Bourne movie. Like, Doug Liman's good. He's done some great movies.
Imagine the promotional film. You know how they show how they film on set?
The making of, yeah.
You're gonna see the director float right next to Tom Cruise filming him. That's gonna be epic, bro.
So, as they said, Tom is working hand in hand with SpaceX hunter Elon Musk and NASA to film an action adventure.
Of course,
it's an action adventure film aboard the ISS. The film, which will become the first shot in outer space, is reportedly not a Mission Impossible flick.
Okay.
Hopefully, Tom takes this sage advice from retired astronauts Scott Kelly and Roy Bridges, head of his big. Remember, the famous astronaut said, "Boning up on toilet science is extremely important." Toilet science. Make sure he learns how to do toilet. Okay. Anyway,
that means your logs don't go down in the toilet.
I kind of want to know, what does this mean? Tom Cruise, learn how to use that space toilet. Astronaut advice. What is the advice? Scott's.
Do it from the side or something. I don't know.
As you know, Thomas Bowley is set to go. Scott's commanded the ISS on 3 expeditions and spent more time in space than a human. This is the astronaut Scott Kelly. So he knows about what he's talking about when he says Tom needs to move slowly aboard the ISS. It's common for newbies to puke. Again, not pretty in 0G. Ooh. On the positive side, we think he adds that the only thing on Earth that compares to space travel is going over Niagara Falls in a barrel while you're on fire. Jesus. Roy piloted the Space Shuttle Challenger back in 85. Tells us Tom's body is in for a shock. Blood rushing to his head instead of his feet due to the old 0G. Scott and Roy also told us what kind of trainings Tom can expect before getting it. That's the other thing. He's got to go through insane like astronaut training, like how to move around safely, how to get in and out of the capsule, how to wear a spacesuit, how to make food and get it in his mouth, plus how to sleep and clean himself. Think bird baths. And we're told Tom also gets to learn how to prepare for a space emergency like space debris pummeling the ISS. Jeez, that's terrifying. And how to survive an ocean splashdown when he comes back to Earth. This definitely sounds like Mission Impossible. What was the poop advice? Toilet science.
Probably gonna tell him off camera or something because it might be nasty.
Joke,
you pop, literally, bro. I think you pop a log out and that log will float back. Toop, boop. Personally, let me back in. That's nasty. Imagine just let it out, and it just bro. Let me back in, bro.
This was probably the easiest sell to get a Tom Cruise movie made ever, right? You can imagine someone's like, "Hey Tom, you want to go to space?" Yeah. when do we go?
It might not be. I'm thinking, what if it's not even all in space? What if it takes place on Earth? Got to go to Egypt. Then it's like, all right, I'm gonna go to space. Maybe they film a quarter of the movie in space. I don't care.
I'm sure they'll do some pickups and stuff that they have to on a sound stage. They'll probably recreate the ISS in both places, but the fact that they really went there is enough. But I mean, it's terrifying just having to take off, right? What if the shuttle blows up or something goes to hell while he's doing it? I mean, if you're gonna go, that's how you do it, right?
Yes. He was in Top Gun, bro. Them 5G airplane jets he was really in. He's ready. This ain't gonna affect him no more. He got this.
He's really into this.
Yeah, he's a daredevil.
He's like really wants to put himself in there. Myra asks, "What Scientology is going to allow this? He might get injured, and he's like their top person. But then again, it gets him closer to Xenu." Yes, Myra, maybe that's part of it. I won't bash his religion. We'll be nice. Everyone has the right to believe in what they want. Just don't shove it down my face. And Aisha Lucas, thank you for joining as a member. I missed that earlier. Welcome to Popcorn Planet family. Throw those toes and planets in the air, since we're talking about space, especially for Isaac Locos. Welcome to the Popcorn Planet team. Lots more coming as a member, so join right now. You can hit that join button, and you'll get lots of exclusive stuff, including our full Nerd Wars episodes and more. But yeah, you're all right. So I'm sold. I get it. You're right. This is cool.
It's fine.
It's just it is a gimmick. Let's be honest. It's absolutely a gimmick, but it's a gimmick. Yeah, the gimmick is it doesn't. The script doesn't even matter.
Of something epic. Everybody else might follow suit.
The script is second in this movie pitch. This movie is all about we went to space. This is the movie we're going to do in space.
Yeah.
So
imagine people like Ridley Scott, the new Ridley Scotts and stuff that want to do this on a bigger scale. This might be just the toe in the water, and then the future generations after this will actually try to make it bigger and better and really make a huge space epic.
Yeah, well, anything to sort of encourage space travel and get more, because I want to see us doing.
And this ain't possible without SpaceX, bro. Elon Musk is a G. Of course, he's hitching a ride with SpaceX, bro, because they're all about progression and doing things forward, bro. So
he's doing it both, right? SpaceX and NASA, right? So there's he's got both teams on board, and they could use the press because it's true. It's we got to get people more.
He's gonna be launching probably right out here in California. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe in Florida, dude. We got a lot of it down here too, man.
Yeah.
In fact, SpaceX launched here from Florida, Cape Canaveral or whatever, right? I can see the space shuttles launch here. One of the bonuses of being in Florida. But anyway, I'm down. There it is. So it's official, happening October 2021. I hope we're all there. We're all in good shape by then.
The GOAT.
But he's going to be he and Doug Liman. Let's give him props too, man. Dude's like
he's brave.
Doug's like I guess I'm going to space with Tom Cruise.
I'm going to space. Okay.
Sure. Doug's family's like, what are you doing? What's going on?
You see how big that is? How dope that is?
Who turns that down? Right.
All that stuff we know about the director. We're gonna have respect for this movie. Like, this director shooting this shot is also in space. Like, it's just knowing that they're in space is gonna make this so much more epic, bro. Like, the respect to the craft, bro. That's why I say Tom Cruise is the GOAT, bro. He's my GOAT action star all time.
Well, I was trying to look before we go just quickly how much they pay.
Most of the budget's going on that spaceship.
The latest 5 seats NASA brought in bulk were a little cheaper, $74.7 million per seat. Woo! NASA estimates a round trip ticket to the ISS and SpaceX Crew Dragon, that's what they're doing, would cost about $58 million. A spokesman cannot confirm the ticket price. They declined to comment. But man, can you imagine that? $58 million to go to space. But there are guys out there like, yes, I will spend it. Whatever. They get money. Guys out there want to do it.
It's probably be his biggest successful film probably ever.
Man,
the hype for this thing is going to be serious. What's his biggest movie? Did any of the Mission Impossibles hit $1 billion? I think one of them did.
There really are like other space travel you can do, like go further out. Man, I didn't even realize what the rich people do, man. It's
These
crazy.
private companies like Elon Musk, what he's done in the private sector of space travel has elevated. NASA's been around for what, 50, 60 years? Come on. Look what Elon Musk did in the last decade.
Yeah.
Now we can go into the space station and shit. You got Teslas. That's dope, bro.
Well, there you go. Tom Cruise will be in space. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. We got lots more here live. If you missed it, tune in every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Thanks for watching Jody's Corner. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe here. Stay tuned if you're watching live. We're not going anywhere. See you in a couple seconds. Bye.
Deuces.